Hello, our loves. You got Joanne and Elizabeth here with World's Cup of Joe. Awaken your soul. If you're new to this channel, we just want to welcome you, all you beautiful divine feminines who's trying to piece together this cray cray twin flame connection. We got you, our loves. This journey is effing crazy. It's cray cray. It is so cray cray. But we got you because this is literally what we balance daily. Me and Elizabeth are both in permanent relating experiences with our twin flames. They're permanently in our lives. We've gone through it all from the dark night, separation, the crazy push and pull to this place where we are now in neutralized, balanced union energy. And we teach and guide all of you to get to this place that we are in now. And there's so many beautiful souls that are learning exactly the truths in this journey. And we want you all to feel this peace and being able to truly understand what this connection is all about. We created, so there's two really critical programs that we created just from balancing this connection. We knew would help you. And the first one is if you're not in communication with your twin flame, if you have not talked to them, you haven't seen them, you are nowhere near in a place of union. We have our 30-day twin flame detox. It is life-changing. And that word doesn't even give it justice because the amount of clients that come back to us and share with us what it is to be on the other side of that twin flame detox is amazing. So we have our twin flame detox. It allows you to release the addictive energy and to truly go all in and choose you, align with soul, and find your way to this place of balanced, again, union energy. And guess what happens when you get to this place? We get a whole bunch of people asking us what to do next. And that's why we created our ultimate balancing program that allows you to know exactly how to maintain a permanent relating experience from the first text, from the first date, from the first kiss, all the way to permanent relating experience. We guide you step by step on how it looks to balance your energy into this place of permanent relating experience. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, love, and let's get really, really deep. We got this beautiful question from our soul fam. It's amazing. Go ahead, my love.
Here is the question. Very interesting that you say the thoughts don't stop. I've been on this journey for 4 years and I will be doing well, but then I judge myself when the thoughts come up, like I shouldn't have them at all anymore after so much balancing and identifying what's going on.
So, love, I want you to know this is like, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news for all of you, but it never stops. It's never going to stop. The mind's never going to stop because the mind is like the human condition. That's what Eckhart Tolle says. And it always goes. It goes, it goes, it goes. Talks about the past, talks about the future. It worries about the past, it worries about the future. It's like the end of the world when it comes to our twin flame. And it's always running out of time or very, very urgent, right? And the stresses of the mind is never ending. It just keeps going on and on and on. What does allow you to stop? The thoughts don't stop, but what allows you to be able to be at peace with the thoughts is when you become soul, when you truly become the observer of the thoughts. Now, it might be like a million times that you've watched the mind go crazy, freak out on your twin flame journey, freak out on your twin flame, freak out on your person about everything that's going wrong. And you go back to this place of peace, stillness, again, aligning with soul, this present moment here and now is when you realize you're perfectly exactly where you were supposed to be in this moment now. You surrender to this now moment. And whatever the mind was saying, it goes away. Kind of just is. You get to this place of stillness, this peace in the now, the surrendered moment you're in. It allows you to truly be in the moment in front of you. This is the exact moment where the thoughts are just there, but they no longer touch you. because you are not the thoughts. You are the observer of what is. You can watch the thoughts, but they don't own you. So the feelings of I miss my twin flame doesn't come up with energies of actually missing your twin flame. You see the mind missing your twin flame. You might feel like big, like emotional tears that might want to come out, but you still can be with that energy because you are not the one that wants to cry. You are the observer of the mind wanting to release these emotions that sees your person separate. And it sounds easier said than done, right? Okay, Joanne, I got you. The mind's going crazy and I just have to watch the mind. Great. How do I do that? What does that look like? It's just being present. It's being in this moment. It's giving yourself grace and being in acceptance of what the cray-cray mind says and know that it's not you. I'm not my thoughts. I'm not the one that misses my person. I am my person. And you bring yourself in this really, really sacred now moment. This is the moment where you are still, you're being, and this is the exact energy that keeps our twin flame in our space. It's balanced energy, not trying to figure them out, not trying to understand them, and trying to be with them. The mind always wants to be with my person. I can hear him upstairs working, and I just want to be next to him, breathe next to him, feel his words inside every being of my body. That's mine because I am him. And it's not even my body or mind that seeks him anymore. It's just, I am him. He is me and we are one. And I don't need to go upstairs. I don't need to come home. I don't need to figure him out. I just need to be. My job is to be. And the mind will keep going, but it no longer touches me to where I become it, especially regarding my twin flame. I don't let the mind come between me and my twin flame anymore. I let it do its thing, and it might take a million, 100,000,000 times of repetition of watching it. No matter how hard, no matter how painful, no matter how difficult, you bring it back. You bring it back. You bring it back. Because you are the conscious, awakened twin flame. And you are the one that watches it. What do you think, love?
Yeah, I sort of want to sum it up how we actually just had this call with a beautiful soul today. And I feel like I said it pretty clear. The thoughts of your person never stop. It's the way you observe the thoughts now or identify as the thoughts now that matter. So let me give you an example. Before separation, the thoughts were always there. And I thought I was the thoughts. So everything that the mind was thinking, I enmeshed myself in the stories. I was a part of the stories. I went with the stories. I engaged in the stories about my person. And there was like all the focus in the thoughts were on what he was thinking, doing, and feeling. And how do I get to this place where I can make him think, do, feel towards me? And how do I win him over? And it was always about how he was being in relation to me and how I could always make it better and how I can keep him and how it was always focused on him. Now, the thoughts are always there about him, but I'm not attached to the stories anymore. So I'll think about him. He pops in my head. He's always there. But I'm not thinking about what he's doing. I'm not thinking about what he's feeling. I'm not thinking about what he's saying. I just know that I can feel him. I can think about him. But it's always brought back to me. There's not a story attached to my thoughts of him, if that makes sense. And this is sort of a hard thing for the mind to wrap around, because when I'm thinking about him now, it is in the oneness. I don't have stories attached to him anymore. I'm not identifying as the stories and the thoughts, and I'm not going back and forth with my mind about what he's thinking, doing, and feeling. All the focus really truly is on me. So yes, the thoughts of him are always there. I wake up in the morning and I think about him. He's on my mind. I go through the day, I think about him. I drive, my mind goes to him, but it's not going to what he's thinking, doing, and feeling. It's just sort of picturing him and then bringing it back to me. And I hope that I conveyed it the way I am trying to, because I want you guys to feel sort of the difference in the energy. When I was focusing on what he was thinking, doing, and feeling, mind was lost in a story, and it was always fear-based, right? It was this anxiety, this, how do I do this better? How do I get him? It was this fear. It was fear-based energy. And now when he's on my mind, when I see him for a moment in my head, the thoughts of him arise. I just feel love. And then I bring it back to me. There are no stories attached. There aren't. And that's this shift. It's a permanent shift. When you get to this place where you no longer care about what they're thinking about, who they engaged with, who they went out with the other day, what they're going to do on the weekend, when you don't care about that stuff anymore, and you're in this place of neutralized energy, you'll see that you'll still think about them all the time. Why is that? Because they're you. So don't judge. Don't judge when the mind comes. Just know that's normal. I would say it would be abnormal if you were in a twin flame connection and you didn't think about them all day long. That's abnormal, right?
For sure.
I mean,
take a moment and feel that. All of you guys, seriously, just laugh at that. Oh yeah. Shoot, I guess I'm not a twin flame anymore because I stopped thinking about them. I want to assure all of you guys.
So this is the sort of what it also is, right? It's that feeling that 40 years can pass with this person and you're going to feel about them the exact way you felt about them on day one, right? I'm saying day one more of soul recognition day one, because some people meet their person and they don't go through all of that for a little while. I'm going to say 40 years can pass and not one thing will change for them. You won't lose attractiveness to them. You won't feel any, it just feels like the first time.
The unconditional love is timeless.
Yeah. It feels like I just met my person. Like the love that I feel towards him. So when you see couples that have been married for years or whatever, right? And you see this sort of almost sadness between them. It's almost like just a friendship. It almost develops into just this friendship. That's what it seems like a lot of soulmate couples do. The intensity's gone, the romance, and I don't want to say romance in a romanticized way, but the romance in I look at you and I'm attracted to. Yes, the spark. Yeah. That's a better term. The spark.
The fire
dies.
That's why we're twins. Yeah, the fire is lit for the rest of your time in this time-space reality. The fire is eternal. Yeah. The fire is forever.
I know when he's 80 and I'm 71, I'm going to still be as attracted to him. The fire will still be there. I don't care if he's 80 and I'm 71. It's not going to change. I know it.
For sure.
I feel it. Yeah. That's this. But it's so let's get back to the thing. When you're thinking about them, if the focus is on you and you're not engaging in those thoughts, you're fine. And if you find that the mind is wandering and trying to engage in the thoughts and identify as the thoughts, bring it back to you. That's all. Just bring it back to you.
I would even be of course. Yeah, right? Use that. Of course the mind's going to think of them. They're me. Thank you, soul. And then bring it back to the moment that's in front of you. This is how you give yourself grace. Because I remember before, and even now, it's man, they're always with me. I can leave the house and they're always with me. And even people that are, in separation, I haven't seen my person. Why do I feel him everywhere? How do I let this go? How do I cut this cord of eternal love? You can't. It's a part of you. It's enmeshed in you. It is you. You're cutting the part of you that was here before you were even here. You're cutting the part of you that created you. It is you. They are you. And it just is. That fire that's lit inside the both of you is the fire of your soul, and it's eternal. We love you guys so much. We hope you have an amazing day. Bye, love.
Bye, love.